Welcome to this lesson on piecewise functions. After this lesson, you will be able to define and evaluate piecewise functions. So what is a piecewise function? It's a function with multiple subfunctions, each defined for a specified set of domain values. Here is an example of a graph and equation that represent the same piecewise function. Notice graphically there are three parts: a parabola, a single point, and a line. Similarly, algebraically, we see three function types listed that correspond to each section of the graph: a quadratic, a constant, and a linear function. Take a look at this piecewise function. Which section of the graph would you use to evaluate g of -4? Here is x equals -4, and we see that it is included in the domain for section 1, so we would use section 1 to evaluate. Let's try another. What is f of 2 according to the graph below? Let's find x equals 2 on the graph. This section of the function is defined at x equals 2 because it contains the closed circle at 2. The y value there is 3, so f of 2 equals 3. Let's look at one last piecewise function. This time we do not have the graph, rather we have the equation instead. What is f of -9 according to the equation below? X equals -9 would fall in this interval because -9 is less than -1. So substitute -9 for x in this equation. We get -9 squared plus 1. After simplifying, we get 82. So f of -9 is 82. In another video lesson, we will see how to graph and write equations for piecewise functions.